Hello, this is Cara Tarot with a general reading for Friday, April 11th, 2025, with a spread that I just came across this morning from the channel Cedar Moon Witch. And as she calls this, the Magdalene integration spread. And I just thought it was really thoughtful and interesting, and I thought I would try it. Got the sun coming in at an angle this morning, so I may not have everything completely in the light. We'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll move this over here. So I've got a little more light on the subject, literally. Oh, and I moved that in and created a shadow. Okay. This is a 7-card spread, and today, once again, this is my deep dive deck for this month. I'm using the Tarocchi Minchiate di Bomarzo by Amparo Aguirre. It's just a brightly colorful reinterpretation of a traditional deck. So today we have the core lesson, which is the King of Swords, owning your power, cutting through the core lesson. What truth or teaching do I carry? And it is cutting through everything else to the core of your capability and your strength of thought, of communication, resting comfortably and solidly in your understanding, but also with a beneficent and caring and air so that you can be both firm and fair. And as I've said, my students often say that about me, and I like it. Where to apply it? What part of my life or path needs wisdom now? More air. This deck has the element cards, and that is the air element. So I would say, okay, yeah, my thoughts and my ideas need wisdom now. There's some changes going on, and that for you too. Your thoughts and your ideas and your communication can use some clarity. They need to have the stability and the grace of a mountain lion, but also be able to take flight. How to apply it? What action or embodiment will anchor this truth? And this is Prudence. She understands that vanity can be a snake. And so while she looks at herself, she's looking at herself in a strong way. Understanding with discernment, understanding the potential pitfalls that looking too much at yourself can become a snake that drives you apart from your best intentions. Number 4, the wound that was healed. What pain or false belief has been transformed? The 6 of Cups, childhood traumas, childhood injuries, things that didn't go the way you had hoped they might in your childhood, past wrongs. Those things, it's good to be aware of them, it's good to process them, but you need to let them go. And this is almost like a bed here. It's very even. It's just you need to put these to rest. You can acknowledge them, but put them to rest. The gift that was revealed, what power or sacred knowing was reclaimed? The 7 of Swords, power or sacred knowing. The swords in this suit are interesting because they have flowers at the center of what's holding them in, also that dissension and that blocking. Also, this particular card has almost like little blue flowers all along the blades. So while the Seven of Swords can be treachery or things being done covertly, the power or sacred knowing is, I think, actually kind of the opposite. Is that I think one of the powers in sacred knowing is understanding that, I had mentioned this yesterday in the reading, you don't have to reveal everything you think. These are your ideas. This is your communication, but you don't have to communicate everything you think. There is a power and a strength in keeping your thoughts to yourself until you're ready to move on them. And reclaiming that kind of power, when you have this kind of strength and stability, you understand, it's, like in those, in crime movies where somebody feels like they have to confront the bad guy and say, well, I'm going to go to the police now. And of course, then they get killed. And I think there is a power in discretion, and there's a power in not necessarily taking things, but keeping things to yourself. It's also, you don't have to burden other people with your thoughts all of the time. Number 6, how I'll recognize this in my life, a soul signature or symbol to guide me back. Oh, the Four of Wands. The stability of relationships and home and family. This Four of Wands has a little sparkly center, and that's exactly what, once you're able to create your home base, that's what you want to look for. You want to look for something sparkly at the center. And that's something that you can continually refer to, whether this is actually a physical home or your internal home. Something you can refer to stabilize yourself. And a blessing from the Magdalene, a final message, affirmation, or balm. Oh, Earth, the Earth card. Yes, and look at this lush Earth card with the water flowing and the birds flying. This pastoral scene. There's obviously a community, but the tree, this growth and this green is central, with flowing water and things growing, and just the calm that nature brings us. And that is the blessing for you today. I'm Cara Dahl Russell, using the Magdalene integration spread and the Minchiate di Bomarzo for Friday, April 11th, 2025. I hope this was a blessing to you today.